Why do we compare ourselves to others? Few are sharing the shit shows that are real life. We're seeing the highlights. The bullshittery, the narcissism, how we see ourselves is all that matters. Be authentic. Level up. Find your path. I'm Sharon. I'm here to show others it's okay to be perfectly imperfect. If that's your kind of vibe, then subscribe now. Why do we compare ourselves to others? And why more often than not do we compare ourselves unfavorably? We lessen who we are because of who we perceive they are. Why is it we often see ourselves in a negative light if we see others doing well, succeeding? We often feel inferior and small by comparison. For example, we often fail to realize that most people on social media, they present themselves in a certain way to represent the kind of image that they hope to portray to the world. Whilst in some sense, social media is not real life. Fact is, it's the way of the world now and a very big part of life. It's how most connect. People are making more impact via social media platforms, a much wider reach than they ever could in everyday life. In saying that, for the most part, we can never be blind to the fact that people are only sharing the parts of their lives that they want us to see. Few are sharing the shit shows that are real life. We're seeing the highlights, the precisely chosen edits. No one's life is perfect, not yours, not mine, and most likely not any of those you're imagining has the ideal one. We should never risk our mental health comparing ourselves to the illusions, the mastered trickery, the bullshittery, the narcissism, the lights and mirror shows of egotistical delusions. We have to believe in ourselves enough to know what we bring to the table. We all have something capable, unique, magical, deep within us. And we should never be afraid to eat alone. Be brave enough, strong enough, in our uniqueness, to set ourselves apart with our real and our true. Comparison will do nothing but rob us of contentment, fulfillment, get inside our heads, our soul, devaluing every good thing about us and what we bring to the world. How we see ourselves is all that matters, so long as we have a good heart and treat others with kind. We should never underestimate our fabulousness because of some projection of perfection others are displaying on our screen. We need to look at all that we are, how far we have come, comparing ourselves to no one but the person we were yesterday. We are all learning, we are all growing every day, and true pride can only come from knowing we have worked hard to be the person we are today, that we've given our all and we've never quit on the person we are becoming. None of us are the same person we were 5 years ago, even a year ago. Life teaches us lessons we need to know. Sometimes we'll make our mistakes repeatedly until we get it right. But once we have learned whatever we were meant to from every experience, we move on to the next. No matter what age we are, mistakes and fuck-ups are part of the process. Satisfaction can only begin from growth, not from others' acceptance, approval, or validation. Again, take social media for example. We all get a little buzz when we put up a post or a pic and it gets likes on it. We are human after all, and it's nice to be seen, to be heard, but the feeling is so very fleeting. Sure, it may boost our ego momentarily, but the high just doesn't last. We all like to belong, to feel valid, to be noticed. But the fact is, we'll have left most minds as soon as they scroll on to the next post. It's always best to remain true to who we are, as masquerading as someone we're not is draining, soul-destroying, like living a lie. And if we are true to who we say we are, we never have to try to remember what we said or fear the mask falling off. We should always try to seek respect, not attention, as attention is brief and only captures others for the shortest time. But if you earn others' respect, they will seek you out. rather than you having to try to reel them in, betraying somebody you are not. We need to stop idolizing others to the point we begin disliking ourselves, trying to measure up. Be your own hero, admire your own accomplishments, and accept your shortcomings, for they are what make you distinctive. Different is good. Sameness is boring as batshit. Don't live for others' approval, though I get it, I really do. I never thought I was enough. We spend much of our lives worried what other people think of us, when most don't think of us at all. Most people are so consumed, so busy, so self-focused, dealing with their own insecurities, that they really couldn't give a rat's ass about us or anyone else for that matter. We spend so much of our time comparing our normal, our home video to everyone else's carefully cut movie trailer. The highlights, the most captivating, riveting scenes to entice and enthrall. They don't show us any of the fuckery that is real life. We are all human. We all came in with nothing. We will all leave with nothing. Perfection is an unrealistic ideal. Just as we only see one's exterior, their outer shell, we have no way of knowing what goes on within their minds, what secrets they hold within. Just like we only see the best moments of their day, their lives, we have no way of knowing what really goes on behind closed doors. I personally think most would rather see relatable realness, the genuine, the unmasked, than polished bullshit that's out of reach for most of us. We should never compare ourselves to filtered imagery or manipulated pics. Whilst it's very much become the norm, we have to realise it goes on. There's no judgment from me. Many years ago, some of my pics were so edited I looked like a bloody Looney Tunes character. And this made me feel even less good enough. These people are trying to project a certain image. If that's what makes them feel better about themselves, fair enough. But we just must never compare ourselves to the mirage of flawlessness. There's something so valuable, so empowering in keeping it real. It takes a lot of courage to confront who we are and to present ourselves in our full glory to the world. And inner strength. We should find inspiration from the genuine, the real. Those who bring value, hope, purpose. Those who make you feel better about yourself after leaving them their page or their channel. Not some joker looking down upon you from their unrealistic podium. If someone makes you feel lesser about yourself by trying to make themselves seem more, just keep scrolling or walking on by. Comparing yourself negatively to anyone, whether it be your everyday life, social media, is detrimental to your mental health. It's okay to have role models and people to aspire to be like. That's healthy and good for self-growth. But you should never be left feeling small or unworthy by these people. Look up to those that breathe enthusiasm, hope, belief, and inspiration into you. Motivation and drive to be who you are meant to be. Not someone that makes you feel like you can never be. Always be true to who you are and what makes your soul sing and come alive. Never be lured in by trickery or fake. Don't fake it till you make it. Learn and bloody grow. Be authentic. Fall on your ass, get back up, and keep going until you make it. The thrill of false importance can be damaging, not only to you, but to the young and impressionable watching on. Those craving acceptance, to fit in, to feel like a somebody. We are all a somebody. We just have to believe in ourselves, love ourselves a little more. Be an asset, touch lives, be relatable, be fucking real. Because the obviousness of those pretending to be something they're not stands out like a bloody sore thumb. Stands out in everything they say and do. Imagine how it must feel to live your life just trying to compete, to compare, masquerading as someone you're just not. A fantasy, role-playing, a character you want others to see. Shallow, superficial, and painfully hollow. Find inspiration from those brave enough to lay their rawness, their real bare. Not from the insecure, the wannabes living a lie. Deceiving all, devoid of integrity and grace. Be proud of your triumphs, own all your stuff-ups. That's what makes you, you. Level up, find your path. Don't cheat the grind, fronting up with a falseness, a pretense of who you simply are not. Stand strong, be yourself, don't belittle anything that makes you you. Don't underestimate your potential, just be all you can be. Learn from the past, grow from all you've been through. One thing no other can be, and that is you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to hit the like button. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found yourself comparing yourself to others. Always be proud of who you are, never something you just ain't. Remember, it's better to be an honest sinner than to bullshit you're a saint. If you'd like to see more real, raw, straight shooting content from me, then be sure to hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. In the meantime, love, peace, and light to you.